Setting the stage, the traditional Latin Mass. Every masterful playwright must set the stage prior to commencing an act. Preparation is paramount. The stage is the visual introduction to what's about to transpire. The silence that engulfs the audience is daunting, yet exhilarating. In reverence and expectation, the audience is transported to another figment in space and time. Beyond the veil, upon the altar, Christ will offer himself as priest, victim, and immolation. The sacrifice of the Holy Mass is a reenactment of the true sacrifice of the cross by Christ. He is priest because he offers the sacrifice. He is the victim because he was offered. And he immolates himself by delivering himself willingly to his executioners. Monsignor George J. Moorman says, "In this sacrifice, we see the redemption of man, the reconciliation of earth with heaven. On Calvary, justice and mercy met and kissed." The Mass Explained, page 15 to 16. Thus, the Holy Mass is not a religious service or a ceremony. This is heaven on earth. It is where our God comes to us. Treasure and tradition. Bishop Fulton Sheen depicts Christ's death on the cross as follows. Picture then the high priest Christ leaving the sacristy of heaven for the altar of Calvary. He has already put on the vestment of our human nature, the maniple of our suffering, the stole of priesthood, the chasuble of the cross. Calvary is his cathedral. The rock of Calvary is the altar stone. The sun turning red is the sanctuary lamp. Mary and John are the living side altars. The host is his body. The wine is his blood. He is upright as priest, yet he is prostrate as victim. His Mass is about to begin. Calvary and the Mass. The sky had darkened at noon. An unnatural blackness blanketed the land, as if creation itself mourned. A heavy silence settled over Golgotha, broken only by the groans of the crucified and the distant murmurs of the crowd. Jesus of Nazareth hung on the center cross, bloodied and broken. His hands and feet were pierced, his breathing labored. Around him some mocked, others wept. The Roman centurion watched, puzzled by the man's silence, his strange dignity amid suffering. At the foot of the cross, Mary, his mother, stood with John, the disciple he loved. Her eyes were red with grief, yet she remained unwavering. The soldiers cast lots for his garments, unaware that prophecy was unfolding with every careless action. Suddenly Jesus cried out, voice hoarse but powerful, my God, why have you forsaken me? Eli, Eli, lema sabachthani." The air grew thicker, the earth trembled faintly. Thunder rumbled over the Mount of Olives. Moments passed, then a final declaration. It is finished. He lifted his face, stained with blood and sweat, and with a final breath spoke, "Father, into your hands I commit my spirit." He exhaled and went still. The sky split with lightning. The ground shook violently. Rocks cracked. Tombs broke open. Even hardened soldiers fell to their knees in fear. But far from the hill, within the temple in Jerusalem, another miracle unfolded. In the holy place, where only priests could tread, stood the great veil, massive, heavy, and thick as a man's hand. It separated the Holy of Holies from the people, a barrier between God and humanity. At that very moment of Jesus' death, the veil tore. Not from bottom to top as human hands might do, but from top to bottom, as if the hand of God had ripped it in two. The sound echoed through the sacred chambers. Priests turned, startled, their eyes wide with awe and terror. The divide was broken. What once kept sinful man from a holy God had been removed. At Golgotha, the centurion who had presided over countless executions now stared at the lifeless body on the cross. Something in him broke open, and he whispered, voice shaking, "Surely this was the Son of God." The holy sacrifice of the Mass is the Church's most perfect prayer. Are you living and participating in this mystery of faith? Are you preparing accordingly prior to each Mass? Seek ways to learn about the Mass, and not just be a spectator, but join in worshiping the God of heaven in unison with the angels and saints.